asked as a kid what you wanted to do when you grew up. I remember saying how I wanted to be an ice cream cone as a job, and the fact that I wanted to have 20 kids. Now, even though we all may not want what we said we wanted when we were kids, we still have hopes and dreams that we wish to achieve. I am striving to live out my dream of living an adventurous lifestyle, creating a family, and helping people through a medical degree. Knowing that I have a chance to help people gives me the courage to pursue my degree in physical therapy. In this speech, I wish to illustrate why becoming a certified physical therapist is so important to me and how I can use my live-in-the-moment attitude to help me become the person that I want to be. I believe physical therapy is the best career choice for me because I've always wanted to help people when they are at their lowest, and it won't get in the way of adventure. Physical therapy is the right path for me because of my childhood and personality, financial choices, and the desire to live a spontaneous lifestyle. To begin, when I was a kid, I left home every day hoping I would make a new friend. My parents, though, would always get on to me for telling strangers too much information or even being too kind during sports. For example, there was this one time at my family's old apartment complex when I backed my car over a ledge and my car was hanging off a hill. This older gentleman, who did not speak very good English, offered to help me and pull my car back up with his truck. I was very grateful to this gentleman, and without wanting to seem rude, I gave him my information right away. Now, however, this doesn't seem that bad, but I was 17 at the time, and this gentleman looked like he was in his 50s. And after my parents had returned home, they had explained that not everyone is so kind and I cannot trust so easily. This man had repeatedly called me and followed me until my parents had told him off. Even though I do not do such things now, I still like to pride myself in being very outgoing, friendly, and maybe even a little too trusting. To dive a little further, in the past, I have always been told that I'm one to be competitive, yet a little too kind. I played many different sports as a kid and was very active. It put me in a spot where I could create lots of friendships and relationships, and also learn how to keep them going. I remember this one time during a softball game, I was so caught up in congratulating my friend on her hit that I didn't know when the next batter was coming up. Before I knew it, a ground ball flew right past me, and my dad, who was my coach, was not very happy about that. My family would always tell me I should be a doctor or a nurse because of these events, because I had helped people up on the quarter field instead of caring about the win. And after these events, I realized how much I wanted to work with other people and help them and help care for them, even if it didn't benefit myself. Being social and caring for others is an outstanding physical trait that would help with physical therapy. But however, I chose this career also because of the certain financial choices that I make and hope to make in the future. Having enough money to support a family and not getting into too much debt is a really, really important goal of mine. Even though money isn't the most important thing in the world, I still want to be at a spot where I feel most comfortable. To reiterate, I may not want 20 kids anymore, but I've always said that I wanted kids. I want to have a job where I can raise a few of my own and be able to give them the opportunities that my family graciously gave to me. I grew up with 3 siblings, and we may not have gotten our college paid for or brand new cars when we turned 16, but my parents gave me everything that I needed to strive in this life. Being a physical therapist will provide me with the opportunity to provide my future family with the stability that my current family gives to me. Another important goal of mine is also staying out of debt as much as possible, so it wouldn't come back and haunt my family. Watching my parents deal with financial troubles has encouraged me to be more careful now because we all know life isn't very cheap. Because of this, I have planned out how I will get through my degree with as little debt as possible, while still getting a good college experience. I chose to do community college first because I pay my classes out of pocket. Taking the same classes as my peers for a lot less helps me get through my degree a lot cheaper and a lot faster. I plan to enroll in as many courses as possible before transferring to a university for my bachelor's degree. I am now an honors student applying for scholarships and completely out of student debt. Staying out of debt and making conscious financial decisions in college will put me a step up when I start my family. However, I wanted to be a physical therapist for the room it gives me for a little bit of spontaneous and a little bit of a fulfilling lifestyle. Although I want to plan my decisions, I am the kind of person who needs spontaneous action in her life. I've always been a hard worker, yet I always leave room for adventure. Physical therapy gives me the stability in life that I need, but I also plan to open up my own business one day. I want to eventually work with patients out of my home to give me the room to see all different kinds of patients. Seeing different kinds of patients is very important to me, so I don't just help children or adults or people in sports or veterans or etc. I can help everyone. To continue, I hope to travel the world in a built-out van as a graduation gift to myself. All my friends may call me a hippie, which may be true, but I also love the dream of using that van to carry equipment to go to people who are in need, who can't come to me. Hopefully, one day I can run a business well enough to take it on the road with me, and one day volunteer in places in need or possibly join an organization such as the Peace Corps. Overall, my childhood experiences and financial choices I make now will help me to live an adventurous lifestyle as I become a certified physical therapist and help others when they are down. I hope that I can illustrate how much I enjoy working with and caring for others, but I also love stability and have never been one for a desk job. My dream is to travel the world and search for people in need. We may not get to do all the fantastic ideas we had as kids, but the choices we make now and the way we grow help us to become the people that we want to be.